Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show you probably about 10 markdown shopping trips because I have been popping by the shops every time I finish the gym. So I've got a lot of markdowns to share with you guys. This is the first one. I grabbed some markdown coconut yogurt. This one wasn't too nice to be honest with you, but I'm happy to try new products when they're marked down. Thickened cream was regular price. This mango lassi, however, was absolutely delicious. It was $7 marked down to $2.78, so I will be buying that one again. I also got some potato and pasta salad, which was marked down to $2.40 from $6. I also saw these vanilla turtle chips on clearance as well, and I've always wanted to try it, but I didn't really want to pay $6.50 for this packet. Thankfully, it was marked down to $1.60. So this next clip here, I think is at Woolies. What I generally do is show you guys the markdown in store, and then I'll show you guys the markdown haul at the end. So I'll show you guys what I ended up getting. So there's a few items here. I tend to look at the pre-made meals that are marked down because if it's really cheap, I like to buy it and put it in the freezer. That way on days where I don't feel like cooking, I'm not tempted to go out and buy takeout. I can just chuck this in the microwave and it's still a lot more cost efficient. This looks quite cheap, but I don't think I'm going to enjoy eating that, so I didn't pick that up. I've noticed Woolies mark down quiches quite often, but I'm not too happy with the markdown of $3, but I did notice there was one at the back for 95 cents, which I missed. There's a few more markdown options here, so vegan meats, vegan burgers. I think I saw Beyond Mince the other day, but I didn't pick that up. We're now at Coles. There's some corn ribs. I think this is quite popular on social media, but I haven't really tried it before. Celery is marked down, but I don't have a need for celery, so I didn't pick that up either. There were a few pre-made soups, protein pudding, I believe that was. That's a new product that I haven't tried. Chicken soup for $1.19, and this was probably my favorite for this particular day. Farmers Union iced coffee for 82 cents. And there's that yogurt again. So milk was marked down to clear quite a lot, but I didn't need that. There was some sauces and chocolates as well, which I gave a miss. Weren't cheap enough for my liking, so I didn't chuck that in the candy drawer. The hair dye was actually quite cheap. I saw some were reduced to clear for $5, which was great. Back at Woolies, I've got some soba noodles for 70 cents, which I saw, but I didn't pick up. So from that trip, this is what I ended up with. I grabbed the Farmers Union iced coffee for 82 cents, which was really delicious. And then I actually put some whipped cream on top at home and it was so good. I would definitely be buying that one again. I also had a look at some bean sprouts from Woolies, I believe it was. That was marked clear for 70 cents, and I ended up making a soup with it only because if it's marked clear, it's not super fresh, so I didn't want to eat it raw. And then I picked up this protein pudding to try. I don't think I'll be buying this one again. My partner and I shared this, but we weren't a huge fan of it. So yeah, but it was good to try a new product when it's marked clear. My partner grabbed this passion fruit cocoa bella yogurt. It was half price. It wasn't a clearance item, but he liked that. These hoisin chicken kebabs were marked clear. These are great for when I'm lazy, and I actually think I made that for dinner that day as well. I don't think it's super cheap considering the weight, which is only 375 grams, but I did purchase it because I thought it was decent for the convenience as well. Lee Kum Kee lemon chicken, I think that was marked clear for $1.35. Flatbread was normal price. They only give you 5 flatbreads if you buy the spinach one. And I got these marked down mashed potatoes for $1.65. These were my absolute favorite. I have bought them before. So when these go on marked down, I always pick them up. The mashed potato is so creamy and it's so easy to add on to a meal. I think my favorite from this haul would be the mashed potato and the iced coffee. So I threw together a meal from the markdowns. I've got my chicken skewers, I've got my potato and pasta salad, I've got a lazy dinner as you guys can see. The next day I've got my markdown mashed potatoes and savory mince with onion and cumin. This next day, we've got some more markdowns at Woolies. As I mentioned, I always pop by the shops after the gym because it's really convenient. and I probably gym 6 times a week at the moment. So we've got some markdown milk, markdown cream, um, spaghetti bolognese. The cream, I actually wished I saw that probably a day or two earlier because I ended up buying the Coles thickened cream for $4.50 before I saw these markdowns. This mud cake was amazing though, $10.50 marked down to $2.31. Triple shot iced coffee marked to clear as well, which was amazing. It was super delicious. And then I had a quick look at these vegan options. I didn't pick any of those up, but yeah, this was a pretty good markdown day in my opinion. I even saw this chili cheese brie, which was $7.50 marked to clear for $2.85. Did see some markdown yogurt and milk as usual, but I gave all of that a miss. The next day I made some homemade chicken broth. So I've got a chicken carcass in there with onions and carrots. And then I tossed in my veggies. So I've got some tomatoes and those markdown snow pea sprouts that I washed and trimmed. I'm going to chuck all of these veggies in, and it's my own little nutrition soup that I'm making. So yeah, you can skim the fat off if you like, but I find it adds a lot of flavor. There were quite a few markdowns this day, and these sausages that you guys can see here marked down, I'm going to show you guys in a little bit. They were extra lean beef sausages, marked to clear for $4.27, and they were really delicious. I wish I had grabbed an extra packet. I think there were like 6 packets there, but I grabbed one. I probably should have grabbed 2, and I probably should have grabbed that markdown brie cheese that I showed you guys. But yeah, I'm just showing you guys as pre-made meals. If you like these yummy brand like falafels, I tend to see them marked down very often. So maybe check that out at your local supermarket. So I'm going to share some markdown clips at Coles now. So as you can see, there's markdown milks and cream, but the cream's still very expensive, and some of these markdowns are not real, guys. So make sure you're looking at the cost and the weight to make sure it's actually a real markdown. And I just wanted to show you guys this clip. I picked this up at Coles. There's literally like mold growing on these vegan sausages. So make sure you guys check your produce. Even though the best before date is still very far away, check the quality of your produce, guys. So this is what I ended up with on this day. We got some grass-fed extra lean beef sausages, which I think made for lunch the following day. My partner picked up some protein products to try. This was marked to clear, and he said it was disgusting. So just an FYI for you guys. But again, we like to try new products when they're marked to clear, because I think I'll be thoroughly upset paying full price for that. This chocolate protein milk he also bought to try. He said that was disgusting as well, and it was really sweet. Bravecto wasn't on sale, guys. It wasn't on clearance. I actually bought that online at a place called Vet Supply, I think. So if you have dogs, buy them online because it's a lot more cost effective. I think I bought that at 30% off. So normally it's like 90 something dollars, and I paid 70, I believe. And no, I'm not sponsored by them. I'm just sharing ways to save money for you guys. So these are the clearance sausages I've just got with some buttered corn. The next day, I am popping by to hunt for some more markdowns after the gym. I don't think I found too many good deals on this particular day, at Woolies that is, but when I went to Coles, I did see a lot of markdown items. If you're into like these sweet potato dips and stuff, they're only 77 cents, sorry. I think this is a fish roe dip for 88 cents. I was intrigued, but I didn't get it. I did grab some light thickened cream, which was marked clear for 77 cents, and this iced coffee for 87 cents. And then the next day, I saw some more markdowns, and this day was really good. So I'm just going to share what I saw, and then I'm going to share my haul at the end as well. I got a lot of new items that were heavily discounted, and they were super delicious. So where do I even begin? So let's just start at the top here. I got some Kranskis. So each box has 2, and each box is $1.46. So that's about 78 cents a Kransky. And even though it doesn't have the clearance tag on it, I think it is on clearance because it's quite cheap. My partner grabbed an iced coffee milk, I believe, marked to clear for 92 cents. He's been really into his iced coffee milks, and especially when it's on clearance. Then I also got some cocktail frankfurts marked clear. It was $1.34 a kilo. So this container here was about 362 grams and it was 49 cents. There were 3 containers there. I wish I had grabbed maybe one more because we finished that really quickly. Also, these butter chicken pies were 95 cents each. They were super delicious and there were probably 5 pies available. I only grabbed 2 for us to try and to save some for other people as well. But in future, I'm going to be getting those pies again. They were really, really delicious. Kranskis, there were actually a lot there, and I grabbed a few because they can just go in the freezer really easily. And these tofu tots were $6.50 marked clear for $1.43. I just wanted to give this a go. There were probably like 8 packets of those. Yeah, it was a nice snack. I've tried this, but I wouldn't pay $6.50 for this. I think the absolute maximum I'd pay for that is the markdown price, which is $1.43 because it's quite light and it's like a little snack. Sour party mix, and this chocolate little pudding was half price. The sour mix was $1.50 everyday regular price. I'm gonna chuck those sweets into a little goodie bag because I do have a girlfriend's birthday coming up and I've bought some presents and I tend to like to chuck in a few little sweets in as well. So this is what the tofu tots look like. I've just put a little bit of oil in the pan, let it heat up, cook it on one side for about 3 or 4 minutes, I believe the packaging says, and then flip it over or until it's heated. So yeah, it was very nice.